Ever worked for an idiot? Ever watched incompetent people get promoted while qualified people get passed over? Ever felt like the entire system is run by fools? Welcome to Ecclesiastes 10, where Solomon confirms your suspicions. Yes, fools are often in charge. Yes, wisdom doesn't always win. Yes, life is absurd. But before you rage quit everything, Solomon's about to give you survival strategies for navigating foolish systems without becoming a fool yourself. And the final warning about loose lips might save your life. Literally. Let's go. Ecclesiastes 10:1. As dead flies bring a stench to the perfumer's oil, so a little folly outweighs wisdom and honor. One dead fly ruins the entire batch of perfume. One moment of foolishness can destroy years of wise living. You can build a reputation for decades, and one stupid decision ruins it all. Solomon's not starting with wisdom always wins optimism. He's starting with reality. Folly is powerful, and it doesn't take much to wreck everything. You've seen this. The politician with a solid career destroyed by one scandal. The pastor with decades of faithful ministry ruined by one moral failure. The business leader with years of success undone by one bad decision. A little folly. That's all it takes. Your wisdom and honor can't fully protect you from your moments of foolishness. Verse 2-3. A wise man's heart inclines to the right, but the heart of a fool to the left. Even when the fool walks along the road, his sense is lacking, and he shows everyone that he is a fool. The fool broadcasts his foolishness. He can't hide it. He walks down the street and everyone knows he's a fool because he can't help but demonstrate it. You know these people. They open their mouths and you immediately think, oh no. They make decisions and you wonder, how did they get in charge? But here's where it gets uncomfortable. Verse 5-7. There is an evil I have seen under the sun, an error that proceeds from the ruler. Folly is appointed to great heights, but the rich remain in lowly positions. I have seen slaves on horseback, while princes go on foot like slaves. Fools in charge, incompetent people promoted, the wrong people elevated while the qualified are passed over. And Solomon calls this an evil, an error from the ruler. The system is broken. The hierarchy is inverted. And there's nothing you can do about it. You're watching this happen right now, aren't you? Incompetent leaders making terrible decisions. Foolish policies destroying what worked. Idiots promoted while wise people are ignored. Solomon saw it 3,000 years ago. It's not new. It's how broken systems function under the sun. So what do? Verses 8-11 give you practical wisdom for navigating dangerous situations. Verse 8-9. He who digs a pit may fall into it, and he who breaches a wall may be bitten by a snake. The one who quarries stones may be injured by them, and he who splits logs endangers himself. Every action has risk. Digging a pit, you might fall in. Breaking a wall, snake might bite you. Quarrying stones, they might crush you. Splitting logs, you might hurt yourself. Work is dangerous. Life is dangerous. You can't avoid all risk, but you can be aware of it. Verse 10. If the axe is dull and the blade unsharpened, more strength is required, but skill produces success. Work smarter, not just harder. A dull axe requires more effort. A sharp axe cuts efficiently. Wisdom is about using the right tools correctly. Brute force isn't always the answer. Sometimes you need to pause, sharpen your axe, and then work. But fools just swing harder with dull tools and wonder why they're exhausted. Verse 11. If the snake bites before it is charmed, there is no profit for the charmer. Timing matters. If you're a snake charmer, but the snake bites before you can charm it, your skill is useless. You can be qualified, wise, and skilled, but if your timing is off, it doesn't matter. This is the frustration of living under the sun. Even wisdom doesn't guarantee success if the circumstances are wrong. Now verses 12-15 describe the fool's speech patterns, and it's devastatingly accurate. Verse 12-14. The words of a wise man's mouth are gracious, but the lips of a fool consume him. The beginning of his talk is folly, and the end of his speech is evil madness. Yet the fool multiplies words. No one knows what is coming, yet who can tell him what will come after him? Fools talk endlessly about things they don't understand. They multiply words. They can't shut up. They speak with confidence about the future they can't predict. They start with folly and end with madness, but they never stop talking. You know these people. They dominate every meeting. They have opinions on everything. They're loud, confident, and completely wrong. And they exhaust everyone around them. Solomon's describing your coworker, your boss, your uncle at Thanksgiving dinner. Verse 16 to 17. Woe to you, O land whose king is a youth, and whose princes feast in the morning. Blessed are you, O land whose king is a son of nobles, and whose princes feast at the proper time for strength, and not for drunkenness. Woe to the nation with immature leadership, who indulge at inappropriate times. Blessed is the nation with disciplined leadership, who know when and how to feast. The difference, timing, and purpose. Feast for strength, not for drunkenness. Lead with maturity, not impulsiveness. This is about systems. Who's in charge matters. A fool at the top corrupts everything below. A wise leader creates space for flourishing. And most of us don't get to choose who's in charge. We just have to survive their foolishness or benefit from their wisdom. Verse 18 to 19. Through laziness the roof caves in, and in the hands of the idle, the house leaks. A feast is prepared for laughter, and wine makes life merry, but money is the answer for everything. Laziness has consequences. The roof doesn't collapse all at once, it caves in through neglect. The house doesn't flood immediately, it leaks because of idleness. Small failures accumulate into big disasters. That's how systems collapse, not dramatically, but gradually through neglect. But money is the answer for everything. Wait, is Solomon promoting materialism? No, he's being sardonic. Under the sun, money solves practical problems. Money fixes the roof. Money plugs the leak. Money buys the feast. It's not the ultimate answer, but it's the practical answer for most earthly problems. That's just reality. Now here's the verse you need to pay attention to. Verse 20. Do not curse the king even in your thoughts, or curse the rich in your bedroom, for a bird of the air may carry your words, and a winged creature may report what you say. Do not speak against authority, even in private. Why? A bird of the air may carry your words. Someone's listening. Someone's watching. Someone will report you. You think you're speaking privately, but there's no such thing as private speech when you're under oppressive systems. This is survival wisdom. This is be wise as serpents territory. Solomon's not saying the foolish king deserves respect. He's saying cursing him will get you killed. So keep your mouth shut. Think what you want, but don't speak it, because a winged creature may report what you say. Here's what you need to do this week. First, sharpen your axe. Whatever you're working on, make sure your tools are ready. Don't just work harder, work smarter. Second, watch your words, especially if you're under foolish authority. The fool multiplies words and gets consumed by them. The wise person speaks carefully and survives. Third, remember that fools are often in charge, and there's nothing you can do about it. So navigate the system wisely. Don't expect justice. Don't expect competence. Don't expect the right people to be promoted. Just do your work well, keep your head down when necessary, and survive. Because that's what Ecclesiastes 10 is about. Survival in absurd systems. You can't fix the broken hierarchy. You can't make fools wise. You can't force the system to be just, but you can navigate it without becoming a fool yourself. You can work skillfully even when idiots are in charge. You can keep your mouth shut when loose lips could destroy you. That's the practical wisdom Solomon offers. Life under the sun is often run by fools. Accept it, navigate it, survive it, but don't become it. Subscribe, because Solomon's got 2 final chapters coming, and one of them contains the conclusion to this entire book. You're going to need to hear it. Thanks for watching.